This is a November update on my 112-gallon Average Reef. The tank is looking good still, even though I'm spending more and more time dedicated to fish breeding. I've even found a way to add a few frags that have been sitting in my frag tank for quite a while. There's a couple of real nice pieces sitting in there that hopefully by next month I'll find a way to jam them in here. But for now, these new pieces have been added. These Seduction zoanthids. It's quite a nice sized frag actually. I just glued them to this tile so they can sit on the bottom of the tank since there's not really anywhere on the rock to attach them. Also this teeny tiny forest fire digitata. It's the little one on the right. You'll note that the regular orange digitata actually looks much brighter than the forest fire, but the forest fire was just glued in, so we'll see what happens in the future. The little green bird's nest between them seems like it's finally ready to start branching out. It's been in for a little while and it's really done nothing but encrust. When you run a reef tank this long, you end up with some weird overgrowths. If you look at the Cyphastria, it's actually grown completely over the Purple Death pallies, and you can still see the polyp structure. It's a little weird considering how slow Cyphastria grows, but it looks pretty cool. And then over here, the Mystic Monty, which I believe is Montipora Dene or something similar, is actually growing over the digitata. So over time, the whole thing may become the Mystic Monty. And then finally, this one I'm actually going to fix soon. There's a little bit of the grafted cap, and it's getting a little too close to the base of this Japanese toadstool. The Japanese toadstool is one of my absolute prized corals and would be very tough to replace, so I'm going to have to put a stop to that. Over on the other side, I almost cut these two grandies out a few months ago because they were bleached out, but now they look exactly like the other polyps in the colony. And down below them, I have a little bit of an issue with these purple clove polyps, not the rainbow guys, the little tiny ones that came with something years ago. They're really getting on the snake polyps and they're really difficult to get off. Over here I've got a little bit of blue sponge. I've had this for years and it tends to die off and grow back, but it's currently in a grow back stage. And look, there's even a new fish. It's just a little yellow clown goby who hangs out in this green acro that has a little bit of SDN. It's not really a particularly nice piece and it's quite big, so I'm not too concerned about it. And since the goby's living in it, I'm just going to leave things as is. I was actually hoping to add a couple, but out of 3, this was the only one to make it out of quarantine. The other 2 weren't even sick. One jumped into the power filter when I was cleaning it and got chewed up, and that guy killed the other one, so he was the only survivor. So that's about it for this month. I am hoping that this is the last full year with the tank. Hopefully the upgrade will come, but even if it doesn't, this tank is looking great. If you have any constructive criticism, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy reefing.